tunaruhusu wewe kumwe mali ya raia hapa ndani? Ukitumia askari. Unafikiri tunaweza kukuruhusu? Kairo unafikiri tunaweza kukuruhusu wewe? Tunafikiri tunaweza kukuruhusu wewe? Upomoe mali ya watu hapa? Hao? Unapomoa mali ya watu.
Hello my family, my beautiful family, welcome to our YouTube channel. Maxon from Kenya. Actually I'm coming from this village of Nyabohanse and you can see the weather. Actually it wants to rain, so our video is not going to be long, but I will analyze it actually very well, although very short, but what I want you to get are just points. So on our table we shall be having Coher Senior, who is known as the ex-husband to Congrats mom, not dad. We shall be having actually Ayamaro also on the table, because there are things that I want to analyze about it. And also I'll be touching about the village coming together, at least to make sure that the thieves of the cow, the thieves of the dog, and the thieves who breaks in the houses of people are caught. So I'm very thankful to our villagers actually for coming in to make sure that everything is just going on well. So my family, let me greet you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It will depend on the time actually you are going to find this fantastic video from our YouTube channel. My family, there are some things that we should not ignore. Although I'm doing this content of reaction, but there's that some things that when I come across them, actually I have to analyze them, because I'm not a negative person, nor I cannot say that I'm a positive person, because people rate me in different ways. So I cannot judge myself. There are those who take me as a good person, there are those who take me as a bad person. But God knows my heart. Plus my subscribers, I want to thank you so much for always understanding me. So when I came across this video of Coher Senior, I was so flabbergasted, I was so astonished, I was so traumatized that I didn't get the point, because Coher Senior is saying that he's the biological father of Ayamaro. And Coher Senior, actually I want to address you as a dad. I want to address you as a dad. You are saying that you love your son so much, but I want you to see the bond between Congrats mom and your son, because what you spoke about the mom, I don't think Congrats mom will ever forgive you, because you're saying that Congrats mom is just using men as a ladder to jump from one man to another. Let me say this. Me, when it comes to marriage issues, those are very sensitive things. Very sensitive, because I'm a young man. Even may I have a family, I don't know what will happen tomorrow. But I'm praying that I stick to one wife. I love that wife. I give her everything that she wants as a man, and I make her happy. It is not a will of a woman to jump from one man to another. And I want to put it very clear. It is not a will of a lady to jump from one man to another. And I want to say that when a lady loves, she loves with all her heart. And I want to say that ladies, they have a heart that they can pass through a lot, but they can never actually make a decision of leaving a man who has married her without a tangible reason, without, a concrete reason that makes her to live out. Because we know very well that once you are married, people counts that you are married. So it is not a good picture maybe for a lady to be married today, tomorrow she's in another man, because that is not a dignity, that is not a good thing. So to me today I want to say that I will differ with the Coher Senior, because you've said very well that because I'm going to put the receipt here and you are going to watch it, what the Coher Senior says. It is not my words, but for me, I take things the way I see them, because I'm not biased. I never open this YouTube content to be biased to one person or to be an enemy to one person, but I usually see things the way I see them. So Coher Senior says that she found Congress mom by the name Esther with Winnie when Congress mom had left another husband, and that husband had given her a seed, which is Winnie. Children are blessings, and I want to say that once you marry someone with a kid, you must love that child with all your heart, because when you love a plant, you have to love a seed, the fruit on that plant. So if you adopted Winnie, as you've said, because you've said that you found Esther, who is Aya Marwa's mom, having Winnie, I give you a merit of that, because you never saw that maybe he has a kid or doesn't. But what I don't understand, why should you, because the age that you are, actually, you should not be opening up saying these kind of things, because what are we trying to learn, you know? What are we trying to learn from you? What are we trying to learn, actually? What has pained me so much is that, you know, you cannot say that, because me, I have known Congressman for a long time. Actually, she has been my teacher. And I know the life, actually, she has been living until his son opened the doors for that family. I know the kind of life she was living. And I know she's like my mom, actually. Because Marwa, actually, we are just like brothers. We are just like age mates, I can say. So let me ask. For instance, me, I have seen Congress mom while I was schooling at primary school known as Coher here. She was teaching there. I saw the kind of life, actually. I cannot say that, I cannot agree that Congress mom was using maybe Congress dad as a ladder to step into a good life. I want to say that Congress mom had a very difficult life. A very difficult life that I cannot even say that she can use a man as a stepping stone to live. Because if we say that, maybe we can argue out like this, that Congress that was a rich person, was a very rich person, was owning the mansions, was owning luxury cars, was owning a lot of, you know, wealth. That is when we can say he dumped Coher Senior for Congress dad. So I'm not seeing, because the life that I saw her, she was a teacher, but I saw the way. And one day, you know, let us not, you know, Coher Senior, I want you to stick on what you say, because the other day you said very well. You know me, I'm like your son, and I'll never support you in things that I don't see they are making sense. One day you came out and said that Congress dad is the one using Congress mom for everything. Congress dad is depending on Congress mom for everything. And that one I gave you a benefit of doubt, because Congress mom is a teacher. She earns monthly. For that one I kept quiet, because I said, maybe when she earns, she can give something to Congress dad, at least to go shopping, at least to do something for him. That one I kept quiet. But now when you come around again and you say that Congress mom is the one now using three men as ladders to live, that one I'm disagreeing, because I've seen so many ladies suffering just because of marriage issues. I've seen so many innocent moms in our village here suffering just because of brutality, hostility from our dads from the villages here. They mistreat ladies thinking that they don't have a right. But it is good. Right now, I want to say that it is good right now. The court has given an listening ear to our moms, to our ladies. At least right now, when you are taking to court that you've been mistreated your woman. And this one, if someone can challenge me, let him come out and challenge me. If you mistreated your wife, you beaten her, actually you are going to jail. You are going to jail. So right now they have a voice, but in the past, during those years of Coher Senior, You could beat a woman, chase her out of the compound. You doesn't care where she's sleeping. You just move. There's no any hearing. Even our moms, I can say that a percentage are those who went to school because they considered our moms like they never had no value. You know, they did not have any value. And I wish our moms could have gone to school. I don't think many of us could be living in this kind of life because moms are the best. Moms are the best because I can say this without no fear of contradiction because even the house that I'm building, I have a mom who have put a hand in my building, in my construction. That is why it pains me when I hear someone saying that our moms are using men for ladder. I want to say that our moms are the pillars of this life. Our moms are everything, you know. And even when it comes at home, those who actually think about their children are the moms. Those who think how the children are going to. For our dads, yes, I support you. You do contribute a lot, giving out the morals, giving out maybe as the head of the family. You can, but those who actually makes a lot of effort to make sure that the family, you know, is well, the children are well, smiling, loving each other, is the mom. Because the mom spends with the children all the day. A man can wake up in the morning, go work, so long as he has left maybe 200 shillings, you know, 100 shilling, 300 shilling, 500 shilling at home, he just assumes that everything now he has catered for. He doesn't even remember that there are some issues, there's some listening, there's some advice that I should even take from my wife. So Coher Senior, I want to tell you something. You are my dad. Me, I'm not against you, but I'm telling you a fact. Stop contradicting yourself. Stick to what you say. Stick to one point. Stick to what, because if you want people to understand you, stick to what you say. We don't say that Congrats mom was never was never your wife, you know. But the question that I want to ask, because I want you to be, while saying this, I want you to think outside the box, just the way you've said that Congrats mom have put Congrats mom have put Congrats dad in the box. I want to think out of the box. And this is what I want you to think. If you want your son back the way you say that you love, the way you say that you love your son very well, with all your heart, with all everything, I want to ask you a question. If you are attacking the mom of your son, you know, do you think there's any love that is going to exist in between you? Because yes, you are making awareness that everyone should know that right now you have a son who is a successful man, a son who is all over known, a son who is now actually making a lot of effort to make sure that he's living in a wealthy life. You want to make that awareness, we know. But let me ask you, you calling the mother of your son that is 3-in-1, married 3-in-1. How do you think those children are feeling? Because even me, I'm like your son. So even me, if you are my dad and you came out and say that my mom is 3-in-1, was married with 3 men, was this, how do you think me I could be feeling? You know, because you are creating those emotions, you are trying to bring the past to the present, you know. If you want your son back, try other alternative. Try other alternative to get closer to your son. And also your son is the one who is going to bring back your mom so that at least you can talk, you know. Because the bond right now between Congrats mom and Congrats dad, we don't know the bond that they have. But the bond between you and your son Ayamarwa, we don't know how your son is taking you. So I want to say that, you know, I don't want to say that maybe I'm going to be biased, no. But try to think. So let me put this receipt of Coher Senior with saying a lot of about, because I don't want to speak all of it. I want you to watch and comment down there and tell me what you think, because the rain is coming. is coming and coming, you know. So watch this and comment down there and tell me what you think.
Will allow me to talk about a certain tricky lifestyle which my former wife Esther has always used on men so that she can survive. After using one, she dumps you. She looks for another one. She dumps him. Now she is on a third man. That is to say, I am here today pitying my brother Moffat Ondari. I am pitying you. I am pitying you. I am feeling sorry for you that already you have been put in box, and the stage where you are now is actually sort of a point of no return. You may live to regret. You may live to curse me. You may live to congratulate me. But I am now going to tell you the truth. This is Esther, who grew up here in Kuria at Kebaroti in Nyabasi, where I am born. And she is well known. Nobody does not, there is nobody who doesn't know my ex-wife, Esther. So they know her as a cunning lady, a very tricky lady, very mischievous, but also merciless. She is merciless. She is heartless in a way. Let me elaborate. This is a lady of one against 3 men. I don't know whether you call it 3 in 1 or 1 in 3. So the 3 are the men who look also foolish, I inclusive. The first man who also became a fool was the biological father of Winnie. As I had explained, I thought it was a sort of an accident. You know, sometimes a girl can accidentally get pregnant or conceive from a person who doesn't love her, and then this girl gets dumped by that man for one reason or another, because the man was not serious. But to Esther, it was not the case. It was not the case. So after she conceived, she also dumped the man. Okay, after dumping her, him, then that is when we met. Then we stayed for several years. I gave her my seed Marwa. Then Marwa was born. He grew up in my hands. That is when I had adopted Winnie as my cultural girl or daughter. So Marwa started growing up. at the age of walking, when he was walking by himself, he was big anyway. He was big. At the age of walking, then this lovely wife dumped me. Then she hooked the current man, that is Moffat, and there they ran away from me, as she had run away from the first husband, whom I cannot tell the name because I don't feel like. So here is Moffat. That is Moffat who had left his family at Nyamaya. He had married a nurse. They had desired 2 sons. But now, this man clinged on Esther. They ran away from Nyabasi and settled down there at Nyabohanse. There, I do not know how many children they sired. Then, that is when now the man was very lioning. He was a roaring man. That is when sometimes I say that is the time now he segregated my son, because Marwa was a big boy. Marwa was a big boy when he got out of my hands. Then you can see what happened up to now, when Marwa now is big enough, is now a father. He can make his own decision. Although I heard people, I get a lot of information, I don't know whether it is true, that even the villa is registered under Ondari's name, but not Marwa's. So that one, I don't know. Now, here, I started by saying I am pitying my brother Ondari. If those neighbors...
Family, after watching the receipt and after seeing what Coher Senior said, you can judge, you know, because me, I'm not biased. I say what is there. You know, I say what is there. I don't hate Coher Senior. I don't hate Congress Mom. I don't hate Ayamaro. But we say the truth the way it is. You know, insults, no. Abuses, no. So my family, I think there's a lot that has happened in our village here. The thieves have been stealing the dogs. The thieves have broken to other people's homes like me. I'm a victim. The people have stolen the cows. But I'm thankful to the villagers of Nyabohanse that they came close and they are investigating. Actually, from the start of the video, you can see they are trying to investigate. You know, when you steal today, just know that the person that you go and tell, because you have a friend, and a friend actually usually say that a secret is not for one person. So the person that you go and share your secret is the same person who comes and reveals the secret. So we are going to actually to tame these thieves, and we are going to come out in conclusion to say that actually we've come out and we've caught the thieves. So my family, the rains have started, and I want to say that I'm so grateful. Watch the video to the end, as we shall be coming to analyze. And I want to say that let us say to the thieves, let us say no to the thief, because to the theftiness, because it is bad. Because what you steal and go and use it to your family, that is a curse. You know, you cannot steal someone's thing. You go, you sell, you buy food for your children, you buy clothes for your wife, and think that your family is going to be successful. No, you are bringing a curse to your family. So let us try, you know, let us try to get what is rightful for us, and let us use the right ways to acquire what we want to acquire. So thank you so much, my family. See you when you see me, and I love you so much.